What's good, from YouTube family? We back with another reaction video. We got my boy AarononanimE. But how bad was Velma actually? I am going in completely blind because I ain't watched a single episode of it. But all I hear is this show 0 out of 10, buns, would not recommend. I wouldn't make my worst enemy watch it. Like it's I heard it's a hard one to get into, you know what I'm saying? But you know, Aaron finna shine the light on the situation, and we gonna see if it's really that bad. So that being said, Aaron channel gonna be linked down below along the original video. Make sure you go show some love, hit the sub button. And we finna hop right into it. Y'all know to hit the likes. We finna get real cinematic when I go up at your attic.
Today we're going to solve the mystery if Velma is really that bad. What your boy decided to do is sit down and watch every episode today.
And don't think I see you cheating that little spelling bee, Aaron. I see.
Oh no.
You got away with it. But that rock, paper, scissors got back before you.
Look, unanimous consensus around the internet.
That was one of the worst consensus.
Velma is terrible. Velma is the worst thing ever made.
Simba.
Even worse than Dragon Ball Evolution,
Mikey.
Avatar: The Last Airbender, the live action movie.
It got a worse score.
Everything Netflix has done to live action anime. Damn.
Sheesh.
When you put it like that, this show it sounds terrible. The show sounds like the worst.
Did she just eat a flower?
Been created. And if you've been around at any point in the last 20 years, there's a lot of things that have been terrible.
Oh, my brother, this guy stinks.
Well, gang, I'm here to tell you, Velma ain't that bad.
Serious?
Now hold on before you get typing in the comment section and tell me how terrible it may be. Hear me out. But first, before I explain my opinion, let me explain the definition of a phrase.
Right.
Stockholm syndrome. Stockholm syndrome is a coping mechanism to a captive or abusive situation. People begin to develop positive feelings toward their captors or abusers over time. This condition gets its name from a robbery in 1973 that happened in Stockholm, Sweden. Now you might be asking, yo, Aaron, what does this have to do with Velma? Well, let me tell you, the reason this ties into Velma because the show isn't that bad. That shit was ass. It's actually worse than anything we could have ever imagined.
Oh wow!
I literally spent hours. It was so hard getting through these episodes. We got through episode 1, and I was like,
when Aaron do the hard H so hard, when Aaron do that, you know it's for real.
Episode 2 to 6 was quite frankly the hardest thing I ever had to do in my entire life. And now I know that may seem far-fetched. That may seem like a lot. Bro, this show is bad. They
go Cameron.
Velma ain't that bad.
So that was a fucking lie.
I believe it's so bad, in fact, as you continue to watch
it was so bad it's good?
It begins to get slightly better.
Okay, it's one of them.
Each episode, and in fact, it's not getting better. We're starting to cope with how terrible it is. Like our mind is literally saying,
yo, the show ain't that bad.
That's not what we're tricking ourselves. Now, Velma is a character originally from the series Scooby-Doo. Just in case you
OG Velma.
I'm a Scooby-Doo baby. I remember the first Scooby-Doo show I ever watched. It was Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? Came on Cartoon Network. Hell, I remember missing school and watching a pup named Scooby-Doo.
That's a throwback.
When What's New Scooby-Doo
that's mine.
On the top
that's
of
mine.
Scooby-Doo, hands down, the best Scooby-Doo theme song ever to exist.
What's New Scooby? I see.
Back on top. But like most Scooby-Doo fans have enjoyed most of their series and most of their movies.
Scooby-Doo, where are you?
Going into this series. And
I love that clip.
I expected so much more from the series that had so much promise. Velma as a series is probably the worst spinoff to any series in television history. And that's including that Shaolin Showdown remake.
They made a Shaolin Showdown remake.
And everybody said that was bad. But I'm gonna be honest.
They had a challenge show. I'm glad I see that.
Nowhere near as bad as this.
Oh yeah, it was.
Even Be Cool Scooby Doo, which a lot of fans didn't like the series. I mean, they look like cartoon drug addicts.
That's bad.
This show was fucking hideous. I felt like I was watching the Marvelous
Misadventures of Flapjack.
Flapjack. That's
Jeez.
not fucking Scooby Doo. That's just Doobie.
That's Doobie.
Take it easy, man.
And the fans enjoyed this far more than what we've gotten from Velma. Now, Velma was supposed to be something
Who is
new,
that?
edgier, darker, adult, completely different
Who is
from
that?
the original Hanna-Barbera IP. Something more serious and adult. And I ain't gonna lie to you, I was looking forward to it. My mind and my imagination ran wild. Velma,
Well,
adult, this sounded like it was shaping up
I don't think. Hey,
everything
that's the best Velma.
I could have hoped for.
No.
And what we got was nowhere fucking near that. I fucking hate this show. I hate this show so much, in fact, that every show that I hated before this in the past, I no longer hate those shows.
Oh, that's terrible. Damn.
What I do, I just hate aspects of those shows.
That's
This show,
crazy.
However, I hate everything about it. I mean, there is not one single minute thing about this series I in fact like. Now, look, before I continue to keep dragging the show,
Wow.
before we continue to talk about
Nothing
the bad,
there?
let's talk about the good. My mama told me if you don't got nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. And look, me being the individual I am, I do got something nice to say, because I can find the good in anything. The show in itself looks good. Now, am I talking about the characters? No, I'm not. But we're only talking about the positives here. Now, no matter how terrible the show is, and no matter how many ungodly attempts they do to make some jokes, some of them do in fact get a laugh out of you.
I think it has something to do with drugs, which I hate.
I'm mad at it. It's so unfunny that it's funny. I ain't gonna lie.
Statistically speaking, if I shoot enough basketballs at a goal, enough time, I should at least make one. And that's the humor here. As much terrible as it do say, some of it hit and it's kind of funny. See, it sounds like Stockholm Syndrome, don't it?
Yeah.
As you can see, I'm struggling to find the good. The show had a great concept and a great hook. The idea, the new edgier show with darker tones, great concept.
Dimly lit room was
terrible. Terrible execution. Now,
I'm staying away from. Appreciate you, Aaron.
I don't hate the show because of the race swap, honestly, or the sexuality. You can hate the show and not be racist or homophobic. If something is bad, it's just bad. Let's call it what it is.
Spade is spade.
This was simply the most marketable way to make this show. Whereas a more adult-focused Velma show does sound amazing, you gotta think about it from an executive point, right? If I was an exec, I would need something
that show would be
more
unhinged
to grab an audience. And they leaned into this idea because
It's provocative. Gets the people going.
It's provocative.
look, your boy, I'm all for representation. Steven Universe, it was gas.
Fire.
This is ass. I can only speak for myself. I've never actively pursued seeing more black characters. And I think that was from the perspective or the standpoint of, like, if I like this show, I liked it regardless of what the characters look like. Cartoons and movies are a fantasy world, gang. Where we get to see other people's imagination drawn
come to
out.
life.
And to me, all I can speak for, it wasn't something that made or broke the show for me. Now, when I did first see a character of color, it was a plus for me. I thought, yo, this is lit as hell. But if it wasn't there, it didn't push me away from the show.
Love that
I hope
Power
makes
Rangers,
sense.
man.
This time, it felt gimmicky, unauthentic, just like the rest of the show. The show follows Velma as she tries to solve the mystery of her missing mother and a murderer who's going around killing all the pretty girls. I ain't gonna lie to you, the show sounds like it was literally written by someone who was either bullied or picked on or hate pretty people.
She's so fine, she done pissed
Me off. Ice Spice, so
Granted, that's the point. But
Hey.
even though that's the point, it's bad. Now,
Yeah.
while she's out trying to solve
Ice
the mystery
Spice,
of
holla
her
at me.
missing mother and whoever the hell is killing all the pretty people, she goes through a manic cycle where she begins to see stuff that's not there, and this is caused because of her guilt, because she feels like she's the reason her mom disappeared. When this happens, she has a panic attack and she's literally been killed in the show. We 6 episodes in and the bitch done died twice. Keep her dead and end the fucking show.
It's crazy. The best ending in Elma. Golly. What the? Just end it right there.
Like, I hate it. The show is race swapped everyone but Fred. And let me tell you, I didn't want this. I don't think anyone did, bro. Velma as a character is a utter bitch who lives in delusion.
Girl with too much money. You don't know me. Enjoy your slow descent into organic farming, losers.
Damn.
Judgmental as hell and fucking selfish. And plus, she's super down bad. She talks about everybody else, but look who's down horrendous.
Talk to her.
Yes, for me.
Shut the fuck up.
After her and Daphne kissed, Shorty couldn't keep shooting her shot. I'm talking about Daphne. Maybe we could be friends with benefits. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting moist right now. Come on, Daphne. Velma, let's keep it as friends. We just got back cool.
Dang.
Just tongue me down. Let's get it on. so I can solve this mystery. My
So I can solve this.
Kidding me. That is essentially what she was doing. I gotta keep spinning the block because I can already see y'all in the comments. But it was meant to be real like this. It was meant to be relatable. Blah blah blah.
That
blah,
nothing
blah.
about that
It was
relatable.
shit. She's terrible. Granted, her dad is terrible. Her life is bad. However, all the shit that happens to Velma, and as much as you want to give her leeway and the benefit of the doubt as a character, you can't because she's a trash human being. Throw her on the anime bitch board with Amber and the rest of them.
Get Amber on there
she's
for real.
Terrible. And in this show, Daphne's Asian with red hair, and I'm not gonna go into it. I'm not gonna talk about it. I'm not going to explain the reasons or unpack what happened there or why it's so terrible, but it's fucking bad. It's bad.
I want to know.
Yeah, Fred.
I heard he's
Fred
a little douche.
L for real. I don't even, man, Fred is a fucking L. Oh, and then there's Shaggy.
I heard that's not even his name no more.
Look what they did to my boy. Oh, come on. If you gonna make him black, at least make him cool.
Yeah.
He a bitch.
I'm out of here, and I might be late for dinner. Don't pour my milk.
Let's get him the fuck out of here, bro.
The entire show, he's fumbling and dumping all over Velma about how he want to be with her. He trying everything in his power to get Velma. He down bad.
OG Shaggy would have pulled Velma already.
What I gotta do to get her to like me? I'ma sell my kidney, and then she'll realize I'll do anything for her.
That's
and
wild.
She'll then love me and give me some of that boom boom room. Bro, it's down horrendous. And then once he got a girl, he was still a bitch. The show is ass, and the show is going in this weird direction where it begins to build out and flush out the world. And the more and more they try, the more I hate it. The 98% of the humor from this show is a miss, and as the show continues, it creates an interesting story, but puts it together like you find out about a special operation that was centered around switching brains into different bodies. Ooh! Speaking of that, let's talk about how the show introduced Scooby. It's an acronym for a specials operation of them switching fucking brains. What? He's not even a fucking dog. Bro, I wouldn't be surprised.
So he's not in the show at all.
Keeps going if it goes down a route and somehow they end up putting somebody's head in a dog's body and they call it Scooby-Doo. Or we find out it's Shaggy's mom or his dad the whole time who did the killing. And yes, I'm calling him Shaggy. I know his name is Norville, but I don't give a fuck. I personally think they could have just created an entirely new set of characters in the Scooby-Doo universe, and it would have been fine, bro.
It would have.
Hell, if they wanted to take a darker tone, they could have literally just brought back Mystery Incorporated. I feel a show like that, if it was completely unrestricted, it could have literally made for a more compelling and overall series. And people would have been more attached to it. Hell, people are making videos. The only reason why this show is doing as well is because people are hate watching it. And look, I get it. The show is meant to poke fun at everything and show the hypocritical nature of the world we live in. To remove the veil that we know as reality and poke fun at the impartialness of everything. but it's terrible. The show is shit. Now look, there's of course all the Easter eggs, and they try to play homage to Scooby-Doo, but it's not good enough. And the thing I noticed about the show,
it's trash.
It's so bad, in fact. As you're watching it, you're trying to find the good in it. You're trying to say something along the lines of, hey, it can't get worse. Yeah. How
and they did.
Every episode after the first just seems so much better, but they're not. They're all terrible, and we're lying to ourselves to make it feel better. This show literally feels like they got together all the things that make a show pop in today's society, but they put it together in a horrible way. Hell, the show might turn 180 degrees, but I have to call
when Aaron
it
put
like
the hard H on it, you know he
fails
don't like
to deliver on everything everyone hoped for. There's so many routes they could have taken to make it good, and they chose not to. And those 1 or 2 laughs that pop up, it don't make the show no better. The overall show is shit. And you can ask some folks, they do in fact like the show. I feel like they're
I ain't seen a good comment about it yet.
Bad. And I think the majority of us who are watching it or have seen the past episodes are experiencing a coping mechanism of why it's so bad. I personally feel HBO made the first episode so bad, in fact, that people would talk about it, get people gears going. People would come in, go see it in the hopes that the writing would develop, lock fans in so they continue watching it. The show feels like a random idea generator. Sad part, this bitch got renewed for season 2.
How do you do that? How do you do that?
That's different.
Let me go watch Mystery Incorporated.
That's different. That show's so bad. The show's so bad, it got renewed for season 2. That's different. I don't know if that's a good or bad different, but that's different. That's different. That's way different. Because our different ain't the same different. Body after body after body. I'm shape-shifting. That's terrible. I have not seen a single good thing said about that show. Aaron said, you know, he asked people or whatever. They said it's good. I have not seen a single good thing said about this show until then. Until Aaron said, yo, this look good. That's the only good thing I ever heard about the show. That's it. That's it. They got a season 2. I'm gonna watch it. Am I? Probably not. I don't know. I gotta think about it. Do I really want to watch that? I don't know, bro. I don't know. But I was a What's New Scooby-Doo baby. That was a What's New Scooby-Doo baby. Mystery Incorporated. Don't watch that too. Scooby-Doo, where are you? Scooby-Doo, where are you? I watched that too. A Pup Named Scooby. I watched that. And I'm right there with you with the Scooby-Doo babies, man. I'm right there with you, gang. But I don't know. Seeing Aaron kill this, like, just smells it for me. I don't think I want to watch it. I ain't gonna lie. I don't think I want to watch it. So that being said, Aaron's channel will be linked down below, along the original video. Make sure you go show us the love. We'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.